All right, let's begin the broadcast with this breaking news coming in. A 35-year-old woman lost her life after a wall collapsed. Now, this happened due to incessant overnight rains in Bengaluru's Whitefield area. But the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, says it's a small incident. He says, and I quote, "Today, one small incident, death happened. I came here yesterday night. It rained yesterday too. No major incident happened. Today also, nothing major. All our officials are on war foot." So the death of a woman due to wall collapse because of heavy rains is a small issue for the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, who says yesterday also it rained, but no major incident. And he's calling this incident where a woman has lost her life a small incident. Listen in.
ಮಳೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲೇ ಮಳೆ ಬರಲಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇವತ್ತವರೆಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಒಂದು ಡೆತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೊಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಬಂದೆ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಳೆ ಬಂತು. ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಏನು ಯಾವ ಆಘಾತನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಏನಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ವಾರ್ ಫುಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋಂಥದ್ದು, ಕೆಲವು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಮನೆಗಳು ಕಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಜಾಗಗಳಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಇದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ. ನಾನು ಈಗ ನಾನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೂರಿಸಂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ.
So the death of a woman is a small incident for the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. We have Neha and Imran both joining us on the broadcast. Let's go across to Neha first. It's a small incident according to the Deputy Chief Minister. The life of Shashikala does not matter clearly. It is a small incident as per him. Neha, can you hear me?
Well, yes, of course, a pertinent question here that's being raised, even as, you have people now under the fury of the government. Of course, there's a lot of anger that the government, of course, has been facing as far as these rains are concerned. Remember, it's just been a couple of hours of rains and the entire city has quite literally been brought to a grinding halt here, brought down to its knees. Taxpayers, in fact, questioning why their hard-earned money, of course, isn't going into increasing the infrastructure. A little while earlier as well, of course, we were just at those rain-affected areas, and absolutely heartbreaking scenes to say the least. In fact, people, of course, also questioning, especially in that particular area that we were at, as to why there's a massive political blame game that's, now
Neha, we'll get to political blame game later. Let me bring in Imran first. Imran, it's not a natural death. It has happened because of civic apathy. Shashikala lost her life because of wall collapse, and that, according to the Deputy Chief Minister, is a small incident.
Well, absolutely. In fact, will Deputy Chief Minister say that to the victim's family? Will Deputy Chief Minister say that same thing if something happens to his family or somebody, God forbid, to somebody close to him? That will not be a small incident. Because Shashikala is a common man, this is the callous attitude is what the BJP is alleging and in fact attacking the Deputy Chief Minister over this. First of all, he was not there in the city when this incident happened. Yesterday it rained too. Over that, he was in doing inspection of the Congress's 2-year program in where Rahul Gandhi will be coming, and BJP is asking, will Rahul Gandhi answer to the callous statement of the Deputy Chief Minister? This is what the BJP is asking. One life lost. It's not a small incident, is what the opposition is saying, is that anybody's life is as important as somebody who's close to you, and that too because of negligence that the rains happen.
All right, Imran, we've lost your audio. We'll fix that and we'll come back to you. Okay, Imran is back with us. Go ahead. Imran, I can hear you. Just go ahead. I believe it's still raining from where you're reporting. Also, show us around. All right. We also have Mr. G.S. Prashant of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining us on the broadcast. Mr. G.S. Prashant, how do you respond? The Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka says it's a small incident. A woman has lost her life because of civic apathy. It's not a natural death. It's because of somebody's negligence.
See, this exposes the mindset of the Congress. They really don't care about people, and the lives of common man does not matter to Congress. All it matters to them is corruption and appeasement. And if there's anything else which you can depict, probably it may come in, but people's interests, lives of people, civic communities, and governance is last on the agenda of Congress. Have you ever seen a more incompetent government here headed by Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar? For the past 24 months, they have been looting the people of Karnataka under various schemes and passing on to their masters in Delhi. And I think for this death of a common person, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi are directly responsible, and let them take the blame, let them answer. Let Rahul Gandhi come out and answer as to what measures Congress took to ensure that people don't lose lives here. Rahul Gandhi is answerable. Because Congress always tries to bring in our leaders. Now Rahul Gandhi is directly answerable for this loss of life. If Congress has got the guts, let Rahul Gandhi come and brief the media on this.
Prashant, for a moment, think from the perspective and point of view of the voters. You know, the civic apathy continues. Thank you very much, Mr. Prashant. The civic apathy continues. Let me go across to Neha. You know, the governments change, the administration changes, but the situation does not change, Neha.
Well, Swati, that's absolutely right. Of course, you know, the situation here, of course, not really changing, because we see year after year that people continue to be the sufferers. In fact, you know, even right now that we're reporting from this particular area here, you know, in central Bengaluru, there's just been a slash of heavy rains right now. And it only seems like the situation is going to be getting worse for people as the week progresses. Remember, these are only pre-monsoon showers. Now, year after year, in fact, you know, several governments have come and gone. And irrespective of the political party, of course, you know, they face severe criticism for not carrying out the required or the necessary works before the monsoon.
Yes, absolutely. Now, who should be held responsible for this? And the voters clearly, you know, have been left to fend for themselves, the constituents of Bengaluru. Let me bring in S. Prakash as well. S. Prakash, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka says it's a small incident. It rained heavily yesterday as well. There was no major incident that happened. He is saying that a death did occur, but that, according to him, is a small incident.
A very insensitive remark by our Deputy Chief Minister. He has not yet visited the rain-affected areas. He is still in a hospital. And he also said the people should have built their home properly. Otherwise, it is because of that the water has entered into their homes. Such insensitiveness he is displaying. Perhaps he has now the Bangalore is called Greater Bangalore.
All right. So you're calling this an insensitive remark. We also have Ramesh Babu, spokesperson of Karnataka Congress, joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Ramesh Babu, the Deputy Chief Minister says it's not such a big incident, it's a small incident. So Shashikala losing her life because of civic apathy, because the wall collapse, is a small thing?
No, it is not like that. It is the responsibility of the government to take care of all the lives. So it was a prediction. Unexpected rains are coming. Of course, unwanted incident has occurred. Definitely, government is responsible. We are going to take appropriate steps, and we are going to give remedy to the people who suffered because of heavy rain.
But don't you think this is insensitive to say that this is a small incident? It's not a natural death. It has happened because of somebody's negligence.
The Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, with all precautionary steps, is taking and is working with the officers to control the damages as well as give the relief to the public. Simply, we cannot make allegation against the Deputy CM. Government is responsible.
No, nobody is making any allegation. All that we are saying is that, isn't that an insensitive remark for the Deputy Chief Minister to say that it is a small incident, when he is also talking about the death of a woman? You know, the BJP says it talks a great deal about the mindset of the Congress party. Then you have another Neta saying, you know, people put garbage on the road. So putting the blame on the people, is that what the Congress party is doing?
What they did when they are in power, they are feeling and they are telling BJP people. It is not a matter of BJP. We are responsible. Definitely, we are going to take appropriate steps, and we are going to give remedy to the people. And in usual course, definitely the officers as well as the Deputy CM is working strictly. Definitely, we are going to give the relief to the people.
Mr. Ramesh Babu, I request you to stay on with us. We also have S. Prakash of the Bharatiya Janata Party on the broadcast. Mr. Prakash, respond. Ramesh Babu says the BJP, you know, is used to doing this, play politics on such an issue as well, just leveling baseless allegations at the Deputy Chief Minister.
We have not made any allegation at all. It is Mr. D.K. Shivakumar who said the death of a woman is a very small incident. He did not answer to that. The very first monsoon rain has created havoc in Bangalore city. Where was the preventive measures in Bangalore? What were the officers were doing? We have a part-time BBMP commissioner. We have a part-time Bangalore city administrator. We have a part-time Bangalore development minister. When such a half-baked and part-time ministers and officials are working in Bangalore, what can we expect?
Okay,
Can
let me
you
take a
answer
very
to
quick
that?
response. Quick response from Ramesh Babu if he's still with us on the broadcast.
Ruling party, we know what we have to do the people, and it is our responsibility.
Okay.
I request the BJP leaders first to accommodate Mr. Prakash as a political sufferer. So far, the BJP leaders have not accommodated Mr. Prakash. Let them do first accommodation to the Prakash. Being a government, being a ruling party, we know what remedy we have to give to the people.
Sir,
Definitely.
then where are those remedies? At the moment, if you look at the visuals coming in of how people have been evacuated, rescued, and the situation of the roads there, clearly these remedies are not working. The remedies that you're talking about, more needs to be done. Thank you very much, Ramesh Babu and S. Prakash, for joining us on the broadcast. Let's take a look at some ground reports. Now, Times Now is bringing you the report from the wall collapse site in Bengaluru's Whitefield. This is the area where 35-year-old Shashikala lost her life.
With Bengaluru witnessed unprecedented rain during the intervening night of Sunday and Monday. The visuals from the city, we are seeing waterlogged visual, but these are the visuals we are bringing live from Whitefield, where a wall has in fact collapsed and a 35-year-old woman who has been identified as Shashikala has in fact died in this wall collapse. What we learned from this particular incident is that Shashikala was here for housekeeping work when suddenly this particular wall had collapsed. That resulted into her death. So these are the visuals right from Whitefield, where you see the entire wall that has collapsed, and a 35-year-old woman named Shashikala has in fact lost her life. She has 2 children, and her husband is also a laborer, is what we learned from the police. So clearly the rain that we saw during the night has in fact recorded approximately 100 mm, and in fact Kengeri has recorded 133 mm of rain, resulting to waterlogging and heavy traffic across the city. With video journalist Thompson Jacob, this is Pinky Rajpurohit reporting for Times Now from Bengaluru.
So the infrastructure is crumbling in Bengaluru due to incessant rains, and this is not the first time. Let's take a look at the pictures that are coming in to the fore from Bengaluru. Take a look at how people have to walk in knee-deep water. Their vehicles are stuck. Houses also, water has also entered their houses. People are struggling. Take a look at that, how water has entered people's houses, and their furniture and other things completely ruined because of waterlogging. And not just that, on the roads, this is how people were being rescued and evacuated. Take a look at what's happening here. A car submerged in water, boats are being used on roads of Bengaluru, tractors being used as well, just to rescue and evacuate people. We're talking about the IT city. This is the IT city, Bengaluru, where you have people from all walks of life, from multiple states, going there to earn, to live a good life. But this is what people have to deal with. And, you know, voters feel cheated. They feel cheated when the politicians come to their house to get votes from them. What are they getting in return? They are paying taxes. All of us, we are paying taxes to live a comfortable life so that we can get some facilities, we can get some infrastructure. But this is what ultimately we have to put up with. And these are visuals coming in from different areas in Bengaluru. This is from the HSR layout. Once again, you see water, knee-deep water, and the roads have turned into streams and rivers, where people's vehicles have been completely submerged and the water has entered people's homes as well, especially those who live in the low-lying areas. That's where they have been suffering the most. Now, this is a bird's-eye view of another area, the Manyata Tech Park in Bengaluru, where again you see vehicles completely submerged in water. So these are visuals coming in from Horamavu, from Silk Road Junction, from the Manyata Tech Park, from HSR layout, where this is the condition of the roads right now after incessant heavy rainfalls. And this is the condition of the infrastructure. This is what people vote for, to get good world-class infrastructure and facilities. And that is exactly what is promised when the elections near and when the politicians start visiting people's home, asking for their votes. They promise the world to them. They promise world-class infrastructure. What people get in return is this. This is not happening for the first time in Bengaluru, unfortunately. Now, while infrastructure crumbles in Bengaluru due to heavy rains, the Home Minister of Karnataka also seems to be shrugging responsibility. G. Parmeshwara has put the onus on people. He says while opposition will keep blaming BBMP, he has been observing that people litter, they dump paper and bottles, which eventually leads to clogging.
ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಫ್ಲಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲೇಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಮನೂ ಕೂಡ BBMP ಅವರು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೈನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಎಲೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿದ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೀದಿನಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಬಾಕ್ಲುಗಳು ಎಲೆಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಲಾಗಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋಬೇಕು.
Bengaluru recorded unprecedented rain during the intervening night of Sunday, May 18th and Monday, which is May 19th. Heavy rains have been recorded as far as all these areas are concerned. We are right now at Bengaluru Silk Board Junction, where you can see a heavy water logging. In fact, has been witnessed, and the authorities are in fact trying to take out this particular bus which has been stuck in this water logging. Silkport Junction, which connects to many of the IT corridor in Bengaluru, has been waterlogged for over 6 hours right now. We can also tell that intervening night of Sunday and Monday, heavy rains across Bengaluru, especially Kengeri recorded 133 mm of rain, and also several areas recorded 100 mm of rain. We're also showing you the visuals of heavy traffic right now at Silkport Junction. Bengaluru is currently witnessing heavy traffic and waterlogged areas as far as all these areas are concerned. If we talk about Electronic City, Madiwala, Kormangla, Silkport Junction, and the traffic is in fact approximately 10 kilometers jam, and the traffic, as you see, slowly the vehicles are moving. Right now all the authorities are trying to in fact pump out water from these areas, but clearly these pictures, these visuals exposes the claim of brand Bengaluru, the IT city, the startup city and the space city that the government promises. But this is the reality, that mere 6 hours of rain, and this is what Bengaluru looks like.
It's very difficult to reach out in Bangalore to an office if you are staying 10 kilometers or 15 kilometers away from your home and you have to reach office. It's taking more than 1.5 hours to reach you in office, so it's very difficult currently.
Your good name?
Akash.
Thank you. कितना ट्रैफिक है?
बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक है इधर बेंगलुरु में। ट्रैफिक इतना है कि कहना नहीं है।
बारिश के कारण जो रोड से इतना
बारिश हो जाता है तो फिर ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक हो जाता है। जी मैम।
कितना मुश्किल हो रहा है पहुंचना?
पहुंचने बहुत ज़्यादा, जैसे आधा घंटा में पहुंचना है तो वहाँ 1 घंटा 2 घंटा लग रहा है।
Like how difficult it is getting for you to reach office today?
I think it will take around 2 hours. I started at 11 o'clock and I'm not sure what's the time now. It took me around, there is around 1 kilometer of traffic here. So somehow the driver came in the service road, so I'm able to reach little bit 20 minutes early. Maybe I'm not sure how this road is from Silkport to Martali.
IT city, Bengaluru's road condition like
No,
this?
it's very worse. I'm not sure where the taxes are going. I'm really not sure how the government is taking, or if you see the roads, I'm daily communicating, you should see low number of plastics. The plastics are very much, and though I'm not sure, because of this metro, they have dug up the roads and it's very worst. I'm not sure how this rainy season we are going to sustain.
Several parts of Bengaluru city continue to remain waterlogged, even as it's just been one night of rains that the city has witnessed. Right here at the Manyata Tech Park area of North Bengaluru, one of the biggest IT parks in the city, that's witnessed severe amounts of waterlogging. In fact, what we are being told right now is that the embassy group reportedly has, of course, asked employees today to try and work from home home to the extent possible, given that the rain prediction is going to continue for the next 1 week or so. In fact, you'll also now be able to see that this road, in fact, here was completely waterlogged as of this morning. Motors are now being, in fact, deployed across the tech park here to try and ensure that the water that was logged has, in fact, come down, has receded now. But the situation, of course, continues to remain grim in many other parts of the city as well, where, traffic has come to a grinding halt and there's been severe amounts of waterlogging that's been reported. As far as the government, of course, is concerned, they do say that, works currently are underway in various parts of the city, that desilting of drains also is on. But given the condition of the roads also itself being quite in a deplorable state right now, residents have voiced concerns about whether the government is going to have funds to really carry out development works at a time when most of the funds are being deployed for the guarantees.
Well, the BJP has hit out at the Karnataka government. We have a reaction coming in from Shehzad Poonawala, who says instead of developing infrastructure, the Congress government has spent that money on guarantees of jhoot.
This is what Congress party has done to Karnataka, particularly to Bengaluru. One spell of rain, life is thrown out of gear, complete civic apathy, waterlogging on the roads, waterlogging and water filled into people's houses, and we can see that there is complete chaos on the roads of Bengaluru. Today, people's lives have been thrown out of gear. This is because the Congress believes in Khatakhat model. In the last few years, the Congress has been in power. Instead of spending money on upgrading the infrastructure, on development work, they have spent the money only and only on loot and on their guarantees of jhoot. And now, no money is left for the infrastructure, and the people of Karnataka, especially the people of Bengaluru, are paying a price for it.
All right, let me go across to Imran. Imran, multiple reactions coming in on what the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister has said, and of course the overall handling of the issue, the crumbling infrastructure in Bengaluru. BJP has now hit out once again at the Karnataka government, saying that all the money was spent on the guarantees that were announced. It's being called the guarantees of jhoot.
Well, cutting across party lines, we've seen that the Bengaluru has been failed by all the political parties here. By the Congress, it made a big issue when BJP was in power, saying that they have not cleared the stormwater drains, because of which there was water. Bengaluru is suffering due to rains. Now it's a Congress's turn now with the same spell of rain, and this is not even monsoon. These are pre-monsoon showers, and already we have seen the crumbling infrastructure and a loss of life there, which for Deputy Chief Minister call is a small incident. And now we've seen that across the various parts of the city, especially in the low-lying areas, there's been traffic snarls, there have been water seeping into the houses, electric cars are being submerged in waters. These are scenes we have been seen by the Bengaluru citizens, and they are asking the same question: when will BBMP solve this issue? 4 days before itself, the Met Department had given a warning that Bengaluru will receive heavy rainfall for this week, and why was the Met Department not prepared for it? Over that, the Home Minister is saying that the flooding happened because of water being clogged at several places, and because people throw bottles, plastics and other items, because of which a clogging happened, laying the blame squarely on the common citizens, not on the agencies responsible for cleaning it and ensuring that this doesn't happen. We also spoke to the Transport Minister Ramling Reddy. He said that the stormwater drains earlier were 60 feet, now it has come down to 12 feet, and that needs to be addressed. But who needs to address that? The Congress government came here saying that the BJP failed to address it, and they are now going to set it right and call it a new brand Bengaluru. However, the one spell of rain, the entire image was broken.
Passing the buck is very easy for the politicians to do, but the people of the city keep on suffering. Thank you very much, Imran, for getting us the details. Let's take a look at some ground reports. My colleague Neha is on board a boat in this particular report, where first responders are trying to help out stranded residents during the relief operations. Food packets are also being distributed. Take a look.
Well, the situation remains grim in many parts of Bengaluru as boats, tractors and JCBs are now being deployed. Remember, all of this with just one night of rains. And in fact, the only officials really quite visibly working on ground are teams of the Karnataka State Fire Services and the civil defense officials as well. In fact, right here, even as we travel on this boat that's going out to, send out supplies to people who are stranded, that's going to rescue people as well, it's quite an unfortunate situation. We've spoken with the residents of this area, many of who say that, the situation has only worsened over the years. As far as the authorities are concerned, it doesn't really matter whether it's been the BJP or the Congress government in power. The situation has been the same. In fact, what we do now know also is that a political blame game, in fact, has broken out over here in the state of Karnataka, with the state and the centre going on to blame each other over this mess. In fact, just one look right now at this very area. This is Sai layout in Horamavu area of East Bengaluru. Cars inundated, residents stranded, supplies, of course, going out here. But it's really unfortunate to think that, these taxpayers are having to deal with this despite having done their due bit. Of course, we'll really have to wait and see. These are just pre-monsoon showers right now. And how things continue over the coming days, of course, is going to be quite a worrisome thought for these residents who've had a harrowing night of rains in the city.
And with that, we're slipping into a very short break. There's a lot more lined up on the other side. Stay on with us.